At this point, if you're the Giants, the best way forward is to get Leonard Williams a supermodel wife that gets paid $40 to $50 million, an Instagram model, whatever you want. Hook him up with somebody, and then he can end up being like Tom Brady, taking some pay cuts. I'm not saying like $5-6 million a year. I'm saying, pay him like a healthy 12 to 13. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of BNA Sports Talk. And today we are dedicating a whole video to Leonard Williams and basically the pros and cons of getting rid of him, whether it was a good signing, and all the things under the sun. So let's get right into it now. When he first signed with the Giants, or the trade first went down, I was a little bit, optimistic. I was like, let's see, it's kind of a low-risk option. We're going to have the comp pick for, Landon Collins. And yeah, I was overall positive. I'm like, he's going to make our defensive line better. But now in retrospect, did he really make our defensive line that much better? I know he was attracting double teams, but he didn't really get that sack production. And he wasn't really a force, on the line. Yeah, I know he's healthy. He has decent leadership. But now it doesn't really look that great of a move. He wants Chris Jones money. He wants, Aaron Donald money. And I don't think he's worth it. I'd rather pay Chris Jones 18 to 20 than Leonard Williams 16 to 18. Even if he did take a slight pay cut. And a lot of people saying, take a slight pay cut. He's not going to want that because his teams have been losing over the past couple of years. Take a look at the Jets 1-6 to start off the season. Then he went to the Giants. They went 2-6. I think they even lost to the Jets right after he got traded. So, I mean, he's just been dealing with teams that have not won. I think he went to the playoffs once, but that's beside the point. And he wants to be on teams that are productive. And we're going to the season where it's a lose-lose scenario. If we end up winning games, he'd be like, see how much I'm worth to this team? And then if we lose, he's just like, yeah, I don't really care. He pay me more money because we're losing, So I don't really see how the Giants come out of this scenario winning. I don't really blame Dave Gettleman that much. You want to bring in talent to constantly replace your talent. You want to bring in guys that are, somewhat low-risk options. A third and a fifth is a little bit, costly, but at least it wasn't Jalen Ramsey. At least it wasn't 2 first-rounders. We ended up getting some players like Matt Parrott. Who were we going to get at that third round pick? Ashton Davis, how the Jets got him in our spot. I'd rather just roll with Leonard Williams. He was a semi-low-risk option. He was proven in the NFL, and he could be productive. He had 17 sacks over his first 71 career games, so obviously he's not a scrub. Made it to a Pro Bowl, so we're not talking about a horrible player here. He's just not on that next level. I'd rather him than Yannick. But when we're talking about Jadeveon Clowney, and we're thinking about Jadeveon Clowney and Marcus Golden, 2 guys that can work together and pass rush. Jadeveon Clowney has a injury history, so does Marcus Golden. But I'm taking a look at that. I'd rather that 2 combo, and then take a look at our defensive tackles. I'm like, that could have been legit. I mean, obviously we wouldn't have gotten like Kyler Fackrell. Maybe our draft would look a little bit different. But you take a look at the roster. Then it's just like, yeah, that seems pretty legit. We wouldn't have been that versatile like Joe Judge and Patrick Graham but I'm starting to look at that. I'm like, yeah, that would have been a pretty good move. At this point, if you're the Giants, the best way forward is to get Leonard Williams a supermodel wife that gets paid $40 to $50 million, an Instagram model, whatever you want. Hook him up with somebody, and then he can end up being like Tom Brady, taking some pay cuts. I'm not saying like $5-6 million a year. I'm saying, pay him like a healthy 12 to 13, and it could be worth it for the Giants. But if not, I don't really see a way forward for that. As far as trades mid-season, there are a couple teams that I think he could potentially want to go to, but those spots aren't really that open. He's an LA guy at heart. I watch his Instagram. He's constantly scurfing and cliff diving. Not really cliff diving, but doing the things by the sea. He's an active guy. In New York, you can't really do that, and it's not really a fit. So he's going to want to go to the Chargers, who have a lot of young talent on the defensive line that they drafted last year. They also have a Joey Bosa and a Mark Ingram who they're going to have to pay. And they take a look at the Los Angeles Rams. They're not going to have a lot of flexibility. But an Aaron Donald and Leonard Williams would be pretty sick. And they also have this young defensive tackle that I forget the name of that I really like too. And then you take a look at the San Francisco 49ers. They're looking to compete, but where's their strength? Defensive tackle. They got rid of DeForest Buckner, but they drafted Javon Kinlaw, so Leonard Williams isn't really going to fit there. So he doesn't really have that window of opportunity there. He missed it. If you want to get traded there, he should have got traded there 2 years ago or something like that. There's no really spots open from there. I just hope that he learns from a Le'Veon Bell, a Melvin Gordon, that sort of thing. I know they're offensive players, but I think there's still lessons to be learned. It's like sometimes you bet on yourself, sometimes you want a lot of money and things don't work out. Like Yannick, like a Jamal Adams, they're more of get me out of here. But Leonard Williams, be careful what you wish for because he's in a great scenario now. We have a bunch of guys that, can even take pressure off him. You have a scenario where a team's growing. We have a young rookie quarterback, and he's not going to take a pay cut. And I think, down the line, he's going to regret making this decision. I think that the Giants are a perfect spot for him as far as like a football team, obviously, with the LA stuff, not much like that. I think Dalvin Tomlinson is the priority over Leonard Williams. You get rid of Leonard Williams, he's zero dead cap next year, obviously, because we signed him to a franchise tag. And then next year you can go after maybe a top guy, maybe a Jadeveon Clowney or something like that, maybe a Chris Jones. So we have some flexibility for next year, so it's not an awful move. Obviously we spent a third and a fifth, to take a 1.5 year flyer, but, it was a risk. With risk, there are two options. You can work out or not work out. This one ended up not working out, but we saw Dave Gettleman. He's made some decent trades in the past, so I'm so confident in Dave Gettleman. I don't think we should get rid of him. I don't think that this should, mar his whole career as a New York Giants general manager. I think we should just go on with Dalvin Tomlinson, pay him $10 to $12 million a year for 3-4 years because he loves playing with his team. He's going to fight for our team. You still have Dexter Lawrence. You still have a lot of depth that you've been replenishing. Andre Johnson, your B.J. Hills of the world. And then, I think that the Giants will be just fine without Leonard Williams. Obviously, it sucks a third and a fifth. But, the Raiders got rid of Antonio Brown for third and a fifth. The Raiders got traded for Antonio Brown for third and a fifth, and he didn't play one single snap. So at least we got something from a Leonard Williams. But hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think. As far as who has the leverage in this situation, I don't really know. Both sides think they have the leverage. They're trying to flex a little bit of leverage. But I just want to play games. Honestly, I just want to get on the football field, see how these guys do, see how what Leonard Williams is with the new pass rushers, and see how, and with the new defensive tackles that now have another year in the NFL. But hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.